Today's, what? First day of the rest of my life? I don't wanna. Guess I got some explaining to do, don't I? I'm probably the worst YouTuber in the world. I'm a bad YouTuber because I don't keep updating. So, on that note, Shayloss. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, Shay Carl is a YouTuber, and he has done an amazing thing by losing over 100 pounds and actually running in multiple marathons. He's just a family man, he's a vlogger, and he has motivated himself and pushed himself to lose all of this weight. And he's encouraged everyone else to come along for the ride too. And he put the challenge out there on his Shayloss channel for people to lose weight. And guess who hopped aboard the bandwagon? This gal. And I did. For people that don't know me personally, it's probably hard to tell the difference. So I'm going to give you an update. About 2 years ago, the Shayloss challenge happened, and that was, I think it started January 1st, and I took it to heart. I made my initial video showing myself off. Check out those pictures of me right now. I was 155 pounds at that point, and I was 17 years old. I didn't say that in the video, but I'm not afraid to say it now. People, the responses I got, I really appreciated, by the way. Anyone who commented or watched that video, thank you. I really appreciated the encouragement, even though I didn't really respond to any of it. But that's the thing that people were saying to me, mostly in the comments and things like that, was that, oh, you don't need to lose weight, or you look fine just how you are, and this is so sad that girls think, you know, that they're not perfect the way they are. And I totally agree with you, first of all, whoever commented those sort of things. I could go on a complete rant about body image and those sort of things, but what I really want to talk about is how I was feeling in that video. Those of you who actually watch Shay's videos or Shayloss, you are going to recognize the sort of speech I'm about to get into. But when you are overweight or just eating unhealthy, you can feel it. And in that video, I could feel that I was overweight and unhealthy. I was putting junk into my body, and that's why I was the size that I was. 155 on a 5'5.5". I always put that half in there, it's very important. But a 5'5.5" frame doesn't sound like that big of a deal. That's a lot of weight to carry around. I was about 30 pounds overweight. I guess long story short, I should tell you, I hopped aboard the Shayloss challenge, made that first video, got all my feedback, and I took it seriously. I really did. I was finishing high school, and I was tired of being big and not being able to do the things I wanted to do, and really eating a lot of junk. So I started eating veggies, fruits. I really watched my calorie intake. I found for me, that was the biggest change. I just had to pay attention to what I was putting in my body. So I guess I was lucky in that account. I was very clearly eating a chocolate chip muffin for breakfast, then going for lunch, and, you know, I wouldn't pack a lunch when I was in high school. So I would go to the vending machines and maybe get some Pop-Tarts. I would eat some chocolate milk, maybe get some fries. I was a vegetarian for a couple years, which is a great health choice if you do it properly. I was not a healthy vegetarian, on the other hand. I ate a lot of carbs. Yeah, just a lot of junk, really. Chips, cookies. I love chocolate. I will openly admit that. My problem is I also really love food, so it's hard for me to change that. But by paying attention to what I was putting in my body and not necessarily counting calories and going crazy on a diet, but more just thinking of a healthy lifestyle change, following all those typical cliches that you've heard your whole life of eat more fruits and veggies, drink more water, that alone made me start to lose 10 pounds right off the bat. I started drinking tons and tons of water, getting my 8 glasses a day, and it turns out I was extremely dehydrated. If you look back on those videos and pictures, which I can show you some, I was swollen. You can tell. I was not putting good things into my body, and so not only did I look chubby, my body was swelling up as a form of dehydration. So just from getting my proper 8 to 10, and I actually was maxing out drinking 12 glasses of water a day because I was very dehydrated, that was amazing. It actually made me lose weight. And when you're drinking that much water in a day, you cannot help but avoid drinking pop or other unhealthy things because you're full. So aside from that, I changed my diet a lot, and that got me to where I am now. Last time I weighed myself, I've stopped weighing myself in the past year. I don't own a scale because I prefer to go off of how I feel. But if we're talking pounds, I have, I think I weighed in at 122 last time I weighed myself. That was at my parents' house a few weeks ago. So I guess I have lost just over 30 pounds. So I'm pretty proud of myself about that. And that was my initial Shayloss experience. But as I said, I have changed my diet a lot. That's my big thing that I've changed. But what has not changed with me is I was never an active kid. I was that one in gym class that did not want to participate. I didn't get chosen because I was awkward as all get out. I cannot throw or catch a ball to save my life. I would trip, fall down. You know, it wasn't fun for me, and I didn't like to exercise. I've always been the type that likes to read, you know, do more introvert type things. I really never developed any healthy exercise habits for myself. My family was not really that active growing up. We go on walks. That's about the furthest extent of our exercise. So even with me being 122 pounds now, feeling really good, definitely a weight is lifted. You can tell. I feel a lot better now than I did 2 years, or I guess 3 years ago now. But I am still not healthy. Everyone comes up to me and tells me, "Oh, you look so great, you look so skinny," but I'm not healthy, and I keep reminding people that skinny is not healthy. Yes, I did need to lose that extra weight. My frame is not built to hold it. Everybody is different and everybody is beautiful, and we do have to love the ones we're given because, well, that's what we're given. But that wasn't healthy for me. But I still can feel that when I want to run and play and do active things, I get winded. Something that's changed in my life recently, since then, is I have moved to British Columbia. Beautiful out here. Tons of mountains, rivers, lakes, oceans, everything you could ever want nearby, and it has great weather, minus today when it's raining. So when I want to go out and participate and go on hikes and stuff like that, I'm feeling winded still. When we first moved here, we moved in at the bottom of this hill, and I had to walk up every single day to go catch the bus to school. No big deal, right? 15-minute walk. Shouldn't be anything. The hill is like this. And yeah, again, I see people trekking up that hill, no problem all the time. But when I first got here, I will tell you, by the time I was up at the top of the hill, I was gasping for air. My face was bright red. I was soaked in sweat. And this is me being the size I am now. So I can't imagine if I had come here with that extra 30 pounds on me, I probably would be dying. But beyond that, I would just push myself and push myself to get up that hill. And eventually it got easier for me. And I started to actually enjoy that feeling of exercise. So I started a little bit of running, a little bit of hiking, a little bit of playing games like ultimate frisbee, catch. I work on my coordination a little bit and realized I'm not the awkward kid I was in high school anymore. I'm turning 21 next week, so that's exciting. Happy birthday to me. But yeah, I have decided it's time. It was kind of alluded to in other people's videos, and I will do it in mine, excuses, but I have my birthday coming up. We have Canada Day, you know, down in the States you guys have Independence Day. So there's lots of fun stuff happening in the summer. There's festivals, there's barbecues, there's drinking. That's a big calorie thing for me. So I don't know if I will be able to go completely natural, but I think that's okay. For me, nothing's going to be off limits. I'm not going to say no to anything. I think that's how you start to really go stir crazy and miss things. But I'm definitely going to be putting limits. I am not going to be binging out on my chocolate covered pretzels that I love so dearly. Just really basic things to keep things healthy and make the best decisions on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, but for me, a big focus, and hopefully for some of you, is not so much the diet, but the fitness. So, I am not going to set any specific goals for weights or anything like that. I kind of want to maintain the weight I'm at, or maybe even bulk up a little bit, as long as it's muscle. But again, I don't weigh myself, so that shouldn't be a problem. But I want to go off of how I feel. I have never been a strong girl. I always felt as a kid that, I was weak and that was the way things were going to stay. I've never been able to lift things, throw things, do strong things. So I want to work on lifting weights, squats, everything basically to get my strength up there and, get ripped, get my muscles going. Yeah, I want to be just shredded tank, like, by the time August 1st comes around. Some great motivation that I will have is that me and my boyfriend are going to Ontario to visit his family for the first time after we've been dating for almost 4 years now. And we're going in August. And so the 5-week challenge is done August 1st. And so hopefully if we push ourselves, we can show up and just blow everyone's minds. They haven't seen him in a long time, and they've never met me, so that will be exciting. I just want to be like this huge tank girl that everyone's kind of a little bit intimidated of, but also thinks is kind of fun. So that's my goal, I guess. Just like be the female Hulk, basically. Yeah. So I said long story short, and I didn't keep it short, so my apologies. If you made it to the end of this video, high five. It might be too much to ask you to like or comment it, but I want the motivation and I want to interact with you guys. I love the YouTube community, and I think not only will the Shape Up Challenge be motivation for me to exercise and really commit to this being in the best shape of my life, but I think it will also help me to commit a little bit more to my YouTubing, because I've had this channel for a long time and I do want to revitalize it. So hit me up and stick around for my before shot, my official before shot.
Okay,
it's right here.
So here it is. I guess I'll just do normal from the side. Get the hair out of the way. Back. And then, wait for it, this is me flexing. So. Hey, it's better than what I had before. So I laugh, but it's not bad. But we'll see the difference at the end, right? So, stomach, that's from the side. That's all I got. Sorry. Oh yeah, and legs. I don't know how to do a leg shot.
Okay, this is apparently my leg shot. This is my legs flexing. Try and show some thigh. Nothing. That's nothing.
What can I say? Good luck, everyone.